onto the mat now. And get a ball. If you weren't here with me at the beginning, if you've just tuned in, then make sure you have a ball. If you don't, that's okay. But if you do, then set it to the side and let's go ahead and get started by coming into our breath. So let's just get seated for a moment. Start to relax your sit bones down and relax all the muscles in your body for a moment. Close your eyes and forget everything you've ever been told about yourself. Bring your awareness to your breath and scan your body from head to toe, just checking in with your body, looking for any places within yourself that needs extra attention, and send your breath there. Breathing at attention, slowing down the breath can release long-held holding patterns within your body. And once those patterns establish, they become your truth. So gently work the breath in these areas that you feel tension, because there might be some kind of energy stuck there. So breathe your way out of it to let it go. Allow it to surface and recycle itself out of your body. So really start to take your time with your inhales and exhales as you relax your body. Knowing that when our energies are balanced, we express freely, connect easily to others, we're emotionally content, express ourselves calmly and smoothly, and allow things to just roll off our back. Ships only sink when the water gets in them, so don't allow the pressures to get into your head. Disengage with the thoughts you disagree with. And if a thought finds its way into your mind, redirect it and focus, listening to the sounds of nature around you and using your breath to stay anchored in that truth right there. Just by being here in these last few minutes, your brain has already begun to rewire, repattern itself, syncing up automatically on its own to reset and rewrite over the old belief systems that fool you into believing non-truths. You don't have to do anything but sit and listen to the ocean, giving time to allow the unlearning process to take place. Now start to contract your bandhas. We breathe in the energy with our breath, the inhale, the oxygen, everything that comes in through the nose, so keeping your mouth closed. Pull the pelvic wall up and the navel in towards your spine. So now we're harnessing that energy and learning how to use it. So keep grounding your sit bones, both of them evenly down into the ground. Pulling the pelvic wall up, navel in towards your spine. Tailbone automatically tucks under. And help it out. Help lengthen your spine by elongating the back of your neck and pulling up through past the crown of your head. Shoulders are open, relax down your back, and very gently start to bring your chin down towards your chest. Allow all the muscles around the trapezius, upper shoulders, and neck area to just melt away. Breathe into that space that you've created by lengthening your muscles and moving the scapula away from each other, down your back. Pulling your heart center up towards the sky, yet pointing the rib tips down. So bottom of the rib tips are pointed down, yet your heart is open up. Balancing your action, strong core, with relaxation. So breath easily flows in and out, no constrictions, no blockages, just free flowing breath. Now it takes a long time to practice how to breathe this way, so be patient with yourself. And remember, you can have a strong core at all times. Sitting, walking, talking, typing, whatever you are doing, make it an abdominal core workout. Pull the pelvic wall in and up. continue to breathe deep here. And remembering that when you bring your chin down towards your chest, gently pressing on the glands in your neck, this is an instant trigger for relaxation. It's always there for you whenever the storms of life come your way. Bring your chin down towards your chest to press on these glands very gently. And then breathe to calm your entire circulatory nervous system. Because we know that the body and the brain respond so much more beautifully when relaxed. So when storms happen, we tend to tense up. And we are training ourselves to learn how to relax in those situations so that we can see clearly. Moving into the meditative state of mind is just something that you happen and stumble upon the more you relax. It's not something you can force your way into. So the more you relax, the higher you will rise into that heightened state of consciousness, that deeper level of awareness, connecting you to who you truly are. And now let's come into tabletop. So we're just going to come into cat-cow for a second, warming up the back, getting ready for planks and Pilates. So just make sure that there's plenty of room between the knees and the hands. You want to spread the fingertips wide like starfish because you're going to use them to help you balance. Now just moving fluidly and slowly back and forth, rounding your back, and then arching it in the opposite direction. And when you're moving from one opposite spectrum to the other, you want to breathe your way. Whether you're on the in-breath or the out-breath, it doesn't matter. As long as your breath is guiding and leading your body. So your body does not move unless your breath allows it to. So continuing to breathe your way back and forth, becoming less solid, more fluid, and checking in with yourself again. Every day is different. So let's see how your back and shoulders feel today. Going at your own pace, tuning this practice into you. There's no greater teacher than your own body. We're all at different chapters within our journey, different body types, different injuries. So it's no use to compare ourselves or judge ourselves. We just want to bring awareness into ourselves. Know it's there, listening to the ocean and breathing our way through it. And now this time, when you inhale up into your arch, open up your heart center, straighten your arms, and lift and extend your right leg long behind you. Now think more about length than it is about height, and lift up out of your joints instead of sinking down into them. Lift up out of them. So you're going to breathe into your uplifted limbs. That way you get more space within the joints, and you can send your breath into that space between the joints, deep into the fascia, the connective tissues, creating more synovial fluid as you bring your attention there. So keep lengthening past the toes. Now bend the elbows, keep them tucked into your sides, dip down for a push-up. Continue to lengthen up past the toes and press it up. Exhale, crunch the knee in, bring it up to the third eye, rounding the back, belly in. Other side, right knee comes down. Inhale, lift leg, lengthens back as long as you can. So really reaching past the toes, straightening the arms, opening up the heart center, shoulders are down your back. Now bend the elbows and dipping it down. Just hovering your chest a few inches above the mat and breathing into your uplifted foot. Having your foot keep you lifted, alleviating the pressure off your joints. As you exhale, straighten the arms and round the knee in towards the third eye. Breathing deep and free here. And release. Other side, 2 more times. Going at your own pace, inhaling to open up. Bending the elbows, dip it down. And exhale, press back up. Bring the knee in towards the third eye. Really pull the belly in. Other side. Inhale, left leg lengthens up and back. Bend the elbows, come down. Press back up, exhale, and round like a beach ball. And release. One more time, each side. Inhale, right leg lengthens back. Come down for your push-up. Press back up. Exhale, round, bring the knee in. Other side, last time. Inhale, lengthen, bring the elbows down. Straighten and bring the knee in. Round the back, belly in. Now come back into neutral tabletop position. So just make sure that the wrists are stacked right under the shoulder. Now this will help to keep you balanced, and then use every bit of the hand that you're given. So spread the fingertips wide like starfish and suction cup your palms to the mat. Squeeze the elbows in towards each other and rotate the shoulder blades away from each other down your back. Pulling the navel in and the pelvic wall up and reaching through the crown of your head and back past the last vertebrae. So you're reaching in opposite directions at the same time. Now this will be the secret to balancing here, and we're going to be here for a while. So get the foundation down correct before moving on. So taking a breath here, we're going to inhale, right arm forward, left leg lifts up and back. Now you can see why you want plenty of room between your hand and your knee so that you're not balancing on a tight wire. So just lifting and reaching up out of your joints best you can. Bending the knee, taking a grip of your foot and just starting to open up very slowly, doing the best that you can, and balancing by locking your eyes on a non-moving object. Once you still the eyes, you still the mind, and the body will follow. And it takes every bit of your being, every cell in your body to balance. So just doing the best that you can, pointing the toes straight up the sky, opening up your shoulder and breathing it open, allowing it to naturally open up on its own. So never forcing, pushing, or straining. Just working within your breath and within your means, pushing your edge very slowly and gently. Now reach it back out long and come out to the side. So bringing both limbs out to the side, you're going to kick your left heel out, activate your foot. And just again, doing the best that you can. Now point the toe and draw tiny little circles going in the clockwise direction. You can always bring your hand down to the mat if you need to for more, steady foundation. And then counterclockwise. Modify as needed. Tune this practice into you. Now set your foot down on the ground, and we're slowly going to inhale, upper body arms to rise, Virabhadrasana gate. Really stretch and lengthen out the entire right side of the body, reaching up and over and breathing into all of the fascia around the rib cage. And release. Coming back to center now. Other side. So making sure you have plenty of room between the hands and the knees. Inhale, left arm forward, right leg up and back. Reach in opposite directions. Lifting up and out of your joints. Locking your eyes, one point, non-moving object, and then bending your knee, reach back, take hold of your foot, and just point the toe, lifting back, up and away, allowing your shoulder to open up naturally. And now reaching it back out long. As you breathe your way, whether you're on the in-breath or the out-breath, coming out to the side. So now kicking right heel out to the side and just doing the best that you can. Forget about whatever picture you have in your head of yoga. Just let that go. It doesn't have to be pretty. We are working and training ourselves here. So it doesn't matter what you look like, only matters what it feels like to you. Pull the belly up and draw tiny little circles, doing whatever you need to do. And then go the opposite direction. Always breathing your way through it. And release. Come back to center, bring the knees a little bit wider, child's pose. Hips to heels, arms long, head down. Taking your breath here. And again, scanning your body from head to toe. Circulating your breath within. Gathering up as much energy as you can for turbo dog. So now come back onto your hands, spread the fingertips wide like starfish, tuck your toes and inhale your hips up into your first downward dog and just start to walk it out left and right. Alternating heels down to the mat and really pressing back into your hips, getting into any kinks that may or may not be there. Gently poking and prodding these tissues to life. Breathing into your spine. Your spine is your lifeline. On the in-breath with down dog, press forward, down, and away through the palms of your hands. Really grip the mat with your fingertips. Press the knuckles down to alleviate pressure off the wrists. And on the exhale, you just want to ground your heels down towards the mat. Knees can be as bent as you like. Remember, the more bend in your knees, the deeper of a stretch you'll get in your lower back. So again, you don't have to have straight legs. You can have bent knees, and bent knees are always good. Releasing the lower back. Just allow your head to hang as you breathe deep and free here. And now coming into turbo dog, bend your knees a lot so that they're hovering just a few inches above the mat. Sending your tailbone up, press your chest back towards your thighs, and you're going to squeeze your elbows in towards each other as if you were squeezing a beach ball between them. Now really use your palms, flatten them into the mat. Shoulder blades are wide, down apart from each other. Now bend your elbows, slight bend in your elbows. Just allowing the elbows to hover above the mat. Turbo dog, just a few inches. One more breath here. And release, straighten back up, press chest towards the thighs, down dog. Alternating your heels now. Just let your head hang. Breathe away any tension that may or may not be there. Take child's pose as often as you like. Yes, inhale, right leg lengthens, lifting it up behind you, thinking more about length than it is about height. Coming into your three-legged dog. And now third-eyed dog. Exhale, bring the knee in towards your third eye, coming high up on your toes, rounding your back, pulling the belly in, and then pressing your chest back towards your thighs. You see that? Sometimes you're a little bit forward, so press the chest back towards the thighs. Just doing the best that you can. Straighten the leg back out to long, and then down. Other side, inhale, three-legged dog, left leg lengthens back, stretching it, just doing the best that you can. Reaching past the toes to activate every muscle in your extended leg. Exhale, third-eyed dog, bringing the knee in towards the nose, so rounding your back, staying up on your right toes here, and then pressing your chest back towards the thighs, sending the tailbone high to the sky. So just doing the best that you can here. Sending the leg back long, breathing it away. And then foot down. Child's pose again, knees wide. Hips down towards the heels, elongate the arms in front, and relax your shoulders for a moment. This is the counter pose. So you're going from 100% action to 100% relaxation now. Relax every muscle in your body and slow your breath down. Sometimes when we relax in our counter pose, we tend to pant it out and pant our breath and open the mouth. So try to keep the mouth closed and breathe in and out through your nose only. That way we're harnessing our energy and training ourselves on how to use it, bringing more power and more life to your poses. Now let's come back into downward facing dog, pressing the chest back towards the thighs. Now pulling forward into high plank. Now here we're going to come into a torso twist, first plank. So bring the forearms down to the mat. You can always bring your knees down to the mat if you need to as well. So elbows are stacked just under the shoulders, which are wide apart from each other down your back. Interlacing the palms, tailbone tucks under. Now pull forward through the crown of your head and back through the rear. Back down through the heels. Really keep the spine lifted, active and flexed. And now you're just going to move the bottom half of your body. So rolling onto the sides of your feet towards the right while maintaining the shoulders square in front of you. So you're just twisting at the waist. Now really press your right elbow down to counter that twist. Get as much of a twist from deep down in your sacrum as you can. And switch sides. So come back up onto your toes. And then come onto the other sides of your feet. And just breathing your way from one opposite end of the spectrum towards another. And your spine was meant to bend 6 different ways. And come back to center now. Set your hands back into high push-up. Press back through the heels. Bend the elbows, keep them tucked into your sides. Lower down and hover a few inches above the mat. Inhale, roll over the top of the toes. Upward facing dog. Now lift your thighs up off the mat. That way you don't collapse in your lower back. Now activate your core. Use your abdominals to pull you back into your downward facing dog. And take a breath here. Slow through the nose, mouth closed. And out through the nose, slow, mouth closed. Good. Now coming into plank again. We're going to come into side plank. Left hand plants, right arm comes up, high towards the sky. Now breathe your way up here. Send your breath into your extended hand to keep you lifted. That will alleviate that pressure off your bottom wrist. You want to lift up, have your entire body help get the pressure off of your bottom wrist. So really lift up as best that you can. And we're going to swoop this upward hand down, through, and under, coming onto your toes as you reach it through. 2 more times. Breathing your arm back up, whether on the inhale and exhale, as long as your breath is guiding you, leading your body. And then slowly roll it down, through, and under. Last time. You can do this. You are strong. Really reach it up and out. And then roll it down, through, and under. Inhaling up, other side. So now right hand comes down. Reset your toes. Reset your spine. So really press back through your heels. And inhale, left arm. Reaches up. Immediately starting to lift your hips. Pulling up through the crown of the head. Down. Past the heels. And start to bring the upper arm down, through and under as you breathe your way through it. Coming onto the toes again. Inhale, reaching up. Opening up the chest. So bring the arm behind you just a little bit. And then rolling it down through. Last time. Opening up. And rolling it down. Lengthening out, just to lengthen out the spine. And then bring the hand down to the mat. Knees wide. Press back. Child's pose and breathe it away slow. Allow your shoulders and your arms and your wrists to relax 100%. Just breathing it away. And now coming back into downward facing dog, tucking your toes, pressing the chest back towards your thighs, and just letting your head hang upside down as you breathe new oxygen into it, opening up the arteries to the brain, providing more blood flow, washing away all the belief systems that no longer apply. All right, ready for the last plank. So this is the last one here. Bringing the hips down. In fact, the tailbones under arms are engaged. Nice and strong. Side plank. Left hand stays. Right arm comes up nice and high. Now plant your top foot nice and strong. Right fingertips up to ears. We're going to crunch bottom knee up to the elbow. Inhale and exhale. Bring it in. Holding it here, but not holding your breath. 2 more times. Lengthen, stretch it out long. And exhale. Round it, hug it in. Inhale, lengthen it out. Really open up the heart towards the sky. And exhale. Bring it in. Other side. Lengthening it out. And switching sides. Right hand down. Coming onto the other sides of the feet. Lengthening it out. Fingertips to ears. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the bottom knee in towards the elbow. Pulling the navel in. And lengthen it back out to the bottom. Breathe it away. Exhale. Crunch it in. Holding it here, but not holding your breath. And lengthen. Inhaling it out. Last time. Exhale. Elbow, knee. Come together. And release. Bringing the left hand back down towards the mat. Pressing the chest back towards the thighs for downward facing dog. Now, we just have one more flow before flipping over for Pilates. So just hang with me for just a little bit more. Inhale. Right leg lifts up and back into your 3-legged dog. Now bending the knee, opening up the hips, and pointing your toe towards the opposite shoulder. Right toes, left shoulder. Continue to press evenly down through both palms as you open up. Now you can stay here, enjoying this wonderful hip opener, or you can flip your dog. Now if you want to flip your dog, you just flip the hips over. Feet land about hip width distance apart. You're going to drive down through the heels, lifting the hips up and reaching your right arm above the head. Opening up your heart center, opening up your chest, and grounding down at the same time, lifting up, relaxing your breath. And release. Back into the 3-legged dog, sending the right leg up and back, getting ready for the crunches here. Inhale, pull forward into plank, right knee, right elbow. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, bring the knee in towards your third eye, round your back, belly in, pulling forward, send it away. Inhaling, 3-legged dog again. Exhale, knee to left elbow. So coming into a twist, now holding it here. Straighten out the right leg, set it down on the ground. Coming into wild thing, open up your body towards the sky. Straightening out both legs as you open up. And release, back into 3-legged dog. Send it up and away. Now keep this leg lifted. 3-point plank. Pull forward into plank. Bend the elbows. Hover a few inches above the mat. Chaturanga Dandasana. 3-point plank. You can do it. Inhale. Press the ground away. Upward facing dog. Lift your thighs up off the mat, pulling the heart away from the heels. Now activate your core. Use your core to breathe your hips back, up and away in a downward facing dog. Take a breath here, take child's pose if you need to. Before moving on to the other side, regain your breath. Resist the urge to pant it out. Take a nice, slow inhale through the nose, keeping the mouth closed, and exhale through the nose, keeping the mouth closed, slow. Last side, inhale, left leg reaches long behind you, three-legged dog. Now opening up the hips, pointing the toes towards the right shoulder. Press evenly and down through both hands as you peer under your left shoulder. And now you can stay here, enjoying this wonderful hip opener. That's perfectly fine. You don't have to go all the way, and just because you can doesn't always mean you should. So just listen to your body. What does your body think? And now slowly, if you want to, flip your dog. Feet land hip width distance apart. Lifting the hips up. There. Always adjusting. Grounding down through the heels as you open up your heart center. Breathing your way. Taking the tailbone under. And slowly make your way back into your three-legged dog. Lengthening the leg out long. Squaring the hips. Getting ready for the crunch. Inhale. Exhale. Pull forward to plank, left knee, left elbow. Really engage the abdominals. Pull them in. Inhale, send it back. Three-legged dog. And exhale. Bring the knee in, pulling forward towards your third eye. Inhale, send it back up. And exhale, twist. Knee towards the right. And now holding it here, gonna set the foot down on the mat. Wild thing. Inhale, right arm comes up, reaching high above as you open up the entire front side of the body. Really stretch past both heels, lifting up and out. And release. Now coming back to three-legged dog. Taking that breath here. Now keep this leg lifted, pull forward into high push-up. Bend the elbows, lower it down and hover. Three-point plank. You are strong, you can do this. Inhale, press the floor away. Open up your heart center. Upward facing dog. Now use your core to lift your hips. Back into down dog. Come down onto the knees. Cross the feet. Sit your hips back. Arms long, forehead down. Take a breath here. Resisting that urge to pant it out. Go slow. Deepen your breath. Keeping it contained. Harnessing your energy. Rather than being a live wire and spewing the energy all out over the place. Now slowly start to roll back up. And we're just gonna roll over onto our backs now. So laying down, you just want to find a comfortable spot for your sit bones first. Some place where you can be and breathe for a moment. We're going to take our ball or whatever you have available to you, and you're just going to place it above the ankles between the shin bones here. So just do whatever you can. It's okay if you lose the ball. It used to happen all the time in class, so you just go get it, rejoin, do whatever you need to do to make it happen. So squeeze the shin bones in towards each other to stabilize the ball, bending the knees, and now press your knees into the palms of your hand. Sending your shoulder blades down, flatten towards the ground as best that you can, and then press your palms into your knees Tuck your tailbone under and really connect to your core. So pull the belly in. And don't forget the pelvic wall. So pulling up and in, nice anchor, both at the same time, yet relaxing your breath. So there's that balancing the action with relaxation. Really connect to your core first before moving on. This will really amp up any abdominal workout you do if you connect first. So really breathe and feel your belly pull it down as you press away and bring the knees into your palms. This is a simple move, yet works the entire body. So if anything, anytime you want to quit, it's okay, just do this instead, because this will get you maximum benefits just as much. You're working the core and engaging all the tiny little muscles that support your infrastructure, your skeletal system. So really getting into the joints, those tiny little muscles that get overshadowed and overpowered by the larger muscle groups. We're working them right now. So let them strengthen and stay here as long as you want. You certainly don't have to do anything else. Now straightening the legs, we're just gonna come onto our side. So really hold the ball there the best that you can. Lower the legs down and then come over onto your side. So just very slowly roll over. And we're gonna lay down all the way. You can have your left hand here just to place it and just lifting up and down. You can lay your head all the way down if you need to. Tuning the practice into you. Just doing whatever you need to do, going at your own pace. So the slower you go, the more difficult it will be, the more mindful that you'll have to be. And we're just lifting up and down, getting used to the ball, squeezing the ball. And now roll over to the other side. Lifting the ball up and down. So cute. I love watching families. Today is my youngest son's 6th birthday. Blink of an eye. Goes by so fast. Alright, come back to center now. Bringing the knees in. And now we're going to take the ball here in our hands and place the ball. We'll do the right knee first. So we're going to place the ball on the right knee, extending the left leg. Left elbow to the ball, fingertips by the ears. You're just going to open up towards the right best you can. Now we'll really extend the left leg and squeeze the ball and the knee together. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Breathing your way up and down. Going at your own pace. And now stop. Bring the knee in and extend the leg out. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Now your knee does not come in or move unless your core allows it to. So really activate your abdominals. Feel that stretch when your leg is long, and then use your core to pull the knee in. 2 more times. Extend. In. Now when it's extended, tiny little circles. Keep squeezing elbow towards the knee. Clockwise direction. And counterclockwise. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. We're almost there. And release. Bring the ball above the head. Straighten the legs out nice and long. Relax every muscle in the abdominal area. Taking that breath slow. Bring it down. And now the other side. Right elbow, left knee. Extending the right leg long. And just doing the best that you can. Really squeeze ball, knee together. So really bring this together as best that you can. And then lift, lower, with control. Being as mindful with your movements as you can. And just breathing your way through it. Going at your own pace. And now stop here, bring the knee in, and send the leg away. Use your abdominals to pull the knee in, and press the leg out. Really squeeze the ball as you pull the knee in, and press the leg away. Just a few more knee in, and out. Last one, in, and send it away. Breathe it away. Hold it here. Small circles. Clockwise direction. And then counterclockwise. You can do it. We're almost done. Stay with me. And release. Good. Arms above the head. Legs long. Take a breath here. And just let your abdominals relax. Taking that breath. And now bring the legs, or the feet, just wider than shoulder width apart. You're going to flex your feet, so flex your toes in towards the body, kick out through your heels, and press the backs of your legs down onto the ground. Activate your core, and if you have trouble with the sit-up, it's okay. Just roll over and get up there any way that you can. Inhale, and exhale. Propel yourself forward, reaching past the right foot. Staying here, opening up to the side, sending the left arm up towards the sky, and then reaching it over the body just best you can, and then rolling back slowly, one vertebrae at a time, down to the mat. As you inhale up, anchor the legs nice and strong, flex the toes, send the legs, back the legs, down towards the ground. This will help you get up. And exhale. Lifting all the way up past the left foot now. Opening up to the side. And sending the right arm up towards the sky. And just breathing it here. And slowly come back to center. Rolling it back. Now stop here. Just at a place that is comfortable for you. Figure 8. So you're just going to move the ball from side to side. Rolling it back. Going back and forth. And just doing the best that you can. Almost there. One more time. And slowly start to roll all the way back. And now coming into bridge here. So set the ball aside for just a moment. Bring your feet flat. And your fingertips just graze the backs of your heels. Inhale, lifting the hips up. And interlacing your hands. So bring the palms together, walking the shoulder blades in towards each other. Good. Now lifting the hips up, tucking the tailbone under, chin is slightly down towards the chest. Most of the pressure is in the backs of your arms and your shoulders. So there's very little pressure on your head or neck. Now walk your left foot to the center midline of your body as you inhale. Right knee up into the chest, extending the leg, and pulse it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch. Right foot down, left knee into the chest, straighten the legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. bring it down. Hips come down to the ground, bottoms of feet together, knees apart. Frog abdominals, so interlace your fingers. Release the index finger, lift the chest up, and we're going to pulse for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly start to roll up. We're going to do a second set of bridge. If you like, the last one is wheel. So if you'd like to do wheel, feet are flat, hip width distance apart, fingertips just graze your heels just like we set up for bridge. And bring each hand to each ear, elbows close in, pointing straight up at the sky, fingertips facing backwards. And now take a breath. Inhale, you really want to press the ground away. Very slowly, lifting it up here. Keeping the knees about hip width distance apart. Now bending the elbows for wheel push-ups, so just bring the body down and then straighten the arms. You're just doing push-ups while in wheel. Breathing our way up and down. And now slowly start to come out, chin towards the chest, rolling out one vertebrae at a time. Supta Baddha Konasana, palms of feet together, knees apart, one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And now that your blood is flowing, your energy is at its peak, we will use it to heal ourselves. So deep breaths here, keeping the mouth closed, pull the pelvic wall up and in. Deep breaths. This is that Agni, that fire that you created, that you made happen within your own body. We're going to use it right now to burn up any rubbish, any belly rubbish that needs to go. Direct your breath, circulating it, permeating it to every cell within your being. And then bring the other hand down to the belly and the other hand up to your forehead, right in between the brows. So palm goes right up there. It's like your hands are the defibrillators, the plus sign and the minus sign. Just balancing all these energies within you, becoming the best possible version of yourself, just by breathing at attention. And that's what yoga is. The very word itself means to yoke, unite, and bring together. So circle your energy round and round. Breathe into any part of your body that needs special attention, especially if you've been ignoring it for a really long time. Send your breath there, observing yourself without judgment, just allowing you to be wherever you are at right now. And release. Bring the knees together. Slowly into the body, just feeling how your back feels. And if it's feeling kind of tight, then just roll over to get up. Otherwise, we're just going to rock and roll here. Sitting up and facing forward now. Easy cross-legged position. Ending with a breath. Circle sweep. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, prayer palms into heart center, bringing the thumbs up to third eye center and setting your intention for the weekend here. What do you want to bring most to your weekend? Or maybe dedicating this practice or this day to someone or something special in your life. Whatever your intention may be, let's breathe it out into the universe. Inhale. Sending arms directly above, out into the world, the universe, coming full force right back to you. Inhale, sending it up, out, and around. Exhale, back to you. Inhale, sending it up, out, and exhale, coming right back to where we all begin. Thank you so much for embarking on this journey with me. I am so glad to have you here with me, that you found this beautiful place and this beautiful practice. Have a wonderful weekend. Hope it's as fantastic as you are. And we'll see you here, same time, same place, Monday morning. Aloha, mahalo, and namaste. Bye-bye.